Well, I'm looking at the level 9 map, and there are 2 squares I'm going to maybe just avoid, or maybe do last. Because they move things forward, and I just want to do mapping. So, as always, we get to start with our Aporphic. And then get ourselves to the elevator. Now, there is a thing I forgot to not so much show as say, because it's not something that could be safely shown. It's a section of the map I'm going to point stuff out about the 8th floor, because I forgot to say it while we were there. But all I need to do is stop the elevator on the 8th floor, look at the map, and then continue on from there. I'm not even gonna bother. We don't need a breastplate, and we don't need the money. So, right. First things first. 17, 18, and 19. This 3-tile strip all the way along is rock. We haven't had that yet. There's been spaces you would have to get teleported into to be in that had one-way doors out of. But this section here, just rock. So, no, I'm not showing that. I am not deliberately teleporting into fucking rock. You want to do that? Empty Eyes Twitch has a channel point redeemed for that. No. But I did fail to mention it, so I wanted to get that done. Now, the 9th floor. As far as the elevator will take us, but not as far down as you can go. We're not going through that door, because the square past it is a fight. You get back out of the way. Uh-huh. Of course you did. Rude. You are for... Thankfully, it's just you. It's not petrification. Which makes me waste the better one. Okay. Yeah, that looks basic, but it's fine. Plate mail +1. Weave +2, +1, +1. But that's not something the shop normally has, so we'll still hold on to it for selling, just for the sake of that. Now, what we can see here, and which confirms a thing that I noticed above, that a teleporter square shows you the view of the square it would teleport you to from where you're standing. But that square takes us to the 10th floor, which isn't happening, and that square is a fight. And that square in the corner gets to fucking wait. So. But other than that, this floor is very straightforward, it seems. And all of the, or nearly all of the negative space is all teleporters to right in front of the entrance, or a couple steps forward from the entrance to the maze on the first floor. That put us here. That is negative space that is not teleporter filled. That goes there. And this is one way around. Because this is the bottom of the map. And then this is the very top. Because it loops. Two unknown variants of priest. Well, you should be able to finish the job. Yeah. And none of the rest of you got anything out of that. Thanks, ladies. You tried. Sword. No, that's a notch in it. You're a -1. But we will identify it anyway to be sure. And then we will throw you away. Yeah, that looks like that could be painful. And you learned something. And deduced means we got it all. Yeah, and we'll look at that later. Yay, XP! Many Murphy's worth. Good, good. They're also bigger threats. Metaphorically and literally, they are larger physically than Murphy. Now these are all just 2 blocks from... Oh! Is it a big old group of just the same? A big batch of the same. Okay. Well... You probably need to be hit more than once. You know what? No, it's fine. You will reassign yourself to someone else now if that's not needed there. The numbers. They shuffled themselves. There. Okay. this many of just about anything else would be concerning at this point. But thankfully, fighters, even if they can hit hard, are just hitting one target at a time. So, it's not that they're not a threat, it's that they're a less dire one. There you go. And you got armor, another helm. That one's different. Fun. That's what the +1 leather looks like. Yeah, just like that. Evil helm. This is not an evil party, so that would... I don't trust that that's safe to equip. I'll sell it. That is stocked normally, but I'll sell that. Just because if that's safe for an evil someone to use, and I use this save for a different party after this, that'll be available in Boltax. Should I have made note of which fight specifically I got that Vorpal sword from? Yes. Did I? Of course not. If we see more, we see more. Shield and a staff. Well. Alas. And that is just another one of those. Now we're here. And that is that door. So let's do this first. That is the other side of a one-way door. There is an area past it that there's no way into, but there's a way out of. And I haven't checked the bestiary for our new entries. to see more of Horrible Blades and Blade Plus 2. Having the front row better equipped is very nice. I would also like to see, if possible, improvements to the gear for the squishy fucking casters. Or comparatively squishy. Anyway. That's another one of those, but we're gonna ID it first anyway. I was distracted by how that went, so I wasn't sure what we got or who it went on. Now you get tossed again. You move your ass back to where you belong. Okay. We're here. Ladies, I had a problem with you before. I had gotten all of the info about them. So, 7 to 28. Fuck you. No. I don't want survivors casting at me. That went badly the last time you had that opportunity. So I don't want to have it happen again. They're +1 leather. Which is fine. And now we loop around, and we're gonna go up and around first, and then go down the other side. Well, we will go that way. Once we get this bit fleshed out. More of you. I mean, there's one fewer of you, so... less of a concern, but still, fuck you, no. They'd do it to me, why not beat them to it? And it's just money. That's fine. Yeah. Oh, right. You are new. 85% resistant to magic. 1d1 plus 40. Just say they have fixed hit points. accompanied 0% of the time. Yep. And they're real easy to hit. Macanito. I don't know offhand which one that is. Yeah, we'd seen you fuckers before. They resist sleep, they have a decent AC, and hit points. They're just fighters. Accompanied by more fighters. Yep. Yeah, but they're less of a existential threat than a bunch of them. And we didn't get any details on you. So we won't have a blurb. All the other stuff we've seen again doesn't really matter. Okay. Oh. Yep. Mages. Oh look, the reason why you turn off letting them fucking cast during surprise rounds. A Gorgon, 2 Chimeras, and 5 fuckers. Okay, well, Gorgon is going to be petrification. Chimeras will probably have a status ailment. And mages are fucking mages. Well. I would like to be able to examine you all. That's not really going to happen. It didn't quite kill all of you. Oh, I forgot to look up the spell that was mentioned on the stone giants. Yeah. Oh, you breathe. Well, of course you do. You have a dragon head, among other things. Well. There are 4 of those left. You do that. That. Oh, actually. That fucker. You can do that. You can do that. yourself. I did not get any info about any of those. I'd really like those like one at a time, both in one type of enemy and just one of them, so I can gang up on the observing. I definitely don't want a fucking teleporter. And we have more healing to do, so let's do that first. There. Yeah, we don't need that though. And, yeah, we didn't get anything. So, we'll have to see those again. I was wondering if I'd end up with a nice convenient number of 3. Of course. Sure, sure. That's fine. Okay, and both of you got swords. Well, that one's got the detailing of still one I don't need, but one I'll add to the stockpile at Boltax, because I can. With the exception of 3 squares we haven't stepped on. We've seen as much of this floor as we're going to. So, here, there's a shape. Honestly, kind of an Among Us shape. Of space that we can't get into. This little 2 squares doesn't have the teleporting, neither does this 3 squares. But all the rest of it is teleportation squares to a spot on the first floor. All the same spot on the first floor. But fight, teleporter, down, and regular square. And yeah, sure. We're healthy for now. Oh. Is that not? Huh. That's not actually a fixed fight in this, like it was for that. So, I will scribble that out. Good to know. I will step on that, and not that. I'm not going that way, though. Well, I can actually just go in, and it'll be all right. I did technically just make a few more steps on this floor. That nub is incorrect because it's viewing a square that is on a different floor. Because we have learned that about teleportation squares, is that they show you that view. Which is, I guess, a visual way of, especially if you've, like, in other places, they've been where that's not possible because I've seen what's in what it's claiming is there visually, to have the fact check of, oh, that's going to teleport me because it's showing me somewhere else. So that's a handy thing to know. That's a thing it's doing. I might as well do this again now that I've gotten those squares that we stepped on. This, well, or at least it used to be a teleporter down. They've decided to make it a, well, maybe it was always a chute, and they're just lumping together what that is. Either way. One way. But now, I wonder if the way they're going to represent a number of things is different. Whatever, edgelord. I'm not going through that door. This also seems to be structured a little differently. That, well, in that it's not instant teleport, it's a separate square to interact with. We have actually interacted with a different spot that does this. Back on the first floor. But all the context around it was it's in that dark hallway on the first floor. So it was beyond the teleporter the last thing I did on that floor. Now, let's do this again. To show that it doesn't tell you what's going on purpose. But there are multiple segments that teleport you from one to the next, and except for the last segment, they all have teleporters back to the square we came in on, so that we can leave. Until you get to the last segment with edgelord motherfucker, which if that teleports you out after the fight, great. Otherwise, you need to Maelor yourself out yourself. But there are fights through the doorways in all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, well, technically 7 sections, 6 that you can get back out of. Without Maelor. But I don't want to start going down the string of boss type fights or overly dramatic, whatever the fuck they are, fights today. We're just gonna say this stream's been long enough. Let's go back to town. And top people off because we can. That's not what I needed to do. Thanks anyway. And I'll do this way. Yeah, there's still plenty of work there to do, just because there is. It's fine. And remember to do this now. Okay. Like, would I like to have a better helm? Sure. Do I trust that one? Not even a little bit. I haven't seen upgrades on the stuff for them. Alas. That's alright. Not great, but the things that are hitting them are all magic, so their AC being lower unless shit and fan meet, as it happens. It's wizardry. Their AC isn't going to do a whole lot for them. It doesn't protect them against magic. Their stats, their the fuck is the word for it? Whichever of their saves may impact that. But yeah, mostly their stats help them with that. So, I guess because the 9th floor was remarkably straightforward, unexpectedly, I did treat the squishy fucking mages with the die now bitches that they deserve to prevent worse outcomes. So, yeah, I guess we can start poking at the 10th floor next time.